Happy Labor Day. I hope everyone's doing something a little bit fun, relaxing before the start of school, if your kids haven't started already. And I was just working a little bit and kind of thinking about, what do holiday weekends usually mean for real estate? Is it a good time to list? Is it a good time to go on showings? And I mean, it's kind of interesting. And it's definitely something that if you're looking at listing your house, obviously timing is everything. That's something that within your local market to consult with your realtor, your local realtor, to have those conversations with, because it's all relative. But obviously, going into holiday weekend, you have to expect that you're going to have probably less showings. Buyers are busy. Buyers have plans. They're on vacation. They're spending time with family, relaxing. With that being said, you're probably going up against less competition. There's probably less listings that are hitting the market because of this. There's, other houses are probably a little bit less likely to list their homes, with this being said. But buyers that are very serious are probably still looking. So you might be having less showings, but the buyers that are still out there are probably the ones that are very, very serious. So, that's not to say that the ones that are coming through aren't very interested. So from a selling perspective, again, something that you'd want to talk to your realtor with if you want to list your house over a holiday weekend. And at the same time, it's like, you have to do what's best for you. Within reason, you can there's not always an option. If you have to list your house, you have to list your house. If you have a home sale contingency, or you're up against a deadline, you have a job that you have to move for, sometimes you just have to. But if you have an option, there's pros and cons to everything. So, so as a seller, you might get less showings on that first initial weekend. Less eyes on it as people are busy, but again, there might be less competition as there's less houses being listed. On a buyer's end, you may be more likely to strike a deal. Like I said, there's less buyers probably going through houses, so you might be more likely there might be less competition, not as many offers that you're going up against. So it might be a good opportunity. So instead of going to the lake, maybe it is, if you are really serious about finding a home, maybe it isn't the weekend to go to the lake. Maybe, talk to your realtor and say, hey, I do want to spend my Saturday looking at a few houses. If you are very serious about finding your home, spending the day, because it might be a good time to find your house. If you are in a time crunch and really want to, take advantage of the holiday weekend. I think it does the holiday weekend might give you a little bit more buying power. So kind of pros and cons to both. It's, again, sometimes it's unavoidable one way or another. Like I said, if you have to list, you have to list, but yeah, happy buying, happy selling. And I guess I'm curious, what your thoughts are as a buyer or seller, if it's something that you would want to do if you had the choice.